everyone, welcome to my channel, Tutorial by Sir Rymon. My name is Mr. Jem Rymon Master Teacher 2 from Escalante Central Elementary School. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated for my future tutorial. This time, let me give you the updates, refinements, revisions done on the RPMS tools for school year 2020-2021. Result-based performance management system tools pertains to two different teacher performance assessment instruments. The RPMS tool for Teacher 1 to Teacher 3 or proficient teachers, and the RPMS tools for Master Teacher 1 to Master Teacher 4 or highly proficient teachers. We use 12 priority indicators or RPMS objectives with plus factor for our IPCRF for school year 2018-2019 and the school year 2019-2020. These 12 priority indicators were supposedly implemented only for school year 2018 and 2019, but DepEd decided to re-implement it again for school year 2019-2020. Since DepEd has already obtained baseline data for the first set of priority indicators, another set of indicators will be implemented for the school year 2020-2021. This means we will set aside for the meantime the first set of indicators or objectives that we used for the past two school years. Further, expect another set of indicators will be implemented for school year 2021 to 2022. After all 37 indicators will be implemented in the field, the central office, region, division, or even the school will be the one to decide what priority indicators among the 37 indicators or objectives will be used by teachers for the succeeding school years. What are the next 12 PPST-RPMS indicators or objectives that we will be using for school year 2020-2021? The first column is for the proficient teacher, while the second column is for the highly proficient teacher. First indicator would be for the proficient teacher is applied knowledge of content within and across curriculum teaching areas, while highly proficient teacher model effective applications of content knowledge within and across curriculum teaching areas. Notice that objective number 1 on content knowledge is repeated for RPMS school year 2020-2021. Since this indicator focuses on the content, which is considered as vital in instruction, this will always be included as priority every school year. The second objective for proficient teacher would be ensure the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. And highly proficient teacher would be promoted effective strategies in the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. The third objective for proficient teacher would be displayed proficient use of mother tongue, Filipino, and English to facilitate teaching and learning, while highly proficient teacher expect to model and support colleagues in the proficient use of mother tongue, Filipino, and English to improve teaching and learning as well as develop learners' pride of their language, heritage, and culture. The fourth objective for proficient teacher is to establish safe, secure, learning environment to ensure learning through the consistent implementation of policies, guidelines, and procedures. Highly proficient teacher is expected to exhibit effective strategies that ensure safe and secure learning environments to enhance learning through the consistent implementation of policies, guidelines, and procedures. The fifth indicator for proficient teacher will be maintain supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in continued learning, while highly proficient teacher is expected to work with colleagues to share successful strategies that sustain supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in continued learning. The sixth indicator would be for proficient teacher, establish a learner-centered culture by using teaching strategies that respond to their linguistic, cultural, socio-economic, and religious backgrounds, while highly proficient teacher is expected to exhibit a learner-centered culture that promotes success by using effective teaching strategies that responds to their linguistic, cultural, socio-economic, and religious backgrounds. While the seventh indicator for proficient teacher is to use strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to improve learners' performance. While highly proficient teacher is expected to use effective strategies for providing timely, accurate, and constructive feedback to encourage learners to reflect on and improve their own learning. The eighth indicator for proficient teacher would be utilize assessment data to inform the modification of teaching and learning practices and programs. While highly proficient teachers expect to work collaboratively with colleagues to analyze and utilize assessment data to modify practices and programs to further support learner progress and achievement. The ninth objective for proficient teacher will set achievement and appropriate learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies, while highly proficient teacher expected to model to colleagues the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies to cultivate a culture of excellence for all learners. The 10th objective for proficient teacher is to build relationships with parents or guardians and the wider school community to facilitate involvement in the educative process, while highly proficient teachers expect to guide colleagues to strengthen relationships with parents and guardians and the wider school community to maximize their involvement in the educative process. The 11th objective for the proficient teacher would be participated in the professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice, while the highly proficient teacher expect to contribute actively to professional networks within and between schools to improve knowledge and to enhance practice. The 12th objective for proficient teacher is to develop a personal professional improvement plan based on the reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. While highly proficient teacher expect to initiate professional relations and promote learning opportunities with colleagues to improve practice. And of course, plus factor, which will always be part of the indicators every school year. Note, discussion on what each indicator means will be uploaded in my next video tutorial. There are two types of MOV, or means of verification, the main MOV and the supporting MOV. The main MOV refers to the non-negotiable MOV needed to demonstrate the attainment of the objective, while supporting MOV refers to the list of MOV that ratees can choose from to support the main MOV in the attainment of the objective. What are the updates, refinements, revisions done on the RPMS tools for school year 2020-2021? Update number 1. The two types of MOV are written in bold letters to highlight the difference between them. Update number 2. And/or was changed to or in the description of the main MOV for classroom observable indicators. This means that only the rating sheet will be submitted if there is only one observer. Likewise, only the inter-observer agreement form, which reflects the final rating, will be submitted if there are 2 or 3 observers. Update number 3. For highly proficient teachers, the main MOV should be accompanied by a proof of attendance of colleagues during the classroom demonstration teaching. Yes, there should be mentees or colleague present during the classroom demonstration of master teachers, since most of the indicators for highly proficient teachers require them to promote or model those indicators to their fellow teachers. Of course, proper class scheduling must be followed. Update number 4. Anyone used during demonstration is highlighted to emphasize that all supporting MOVs for classroom observable indicators should be ones used in the classroom observation. Anything obtained outside the observation is invalid. For highly proficient teachers, anyone used during classroom demonstration teaching is indicated. This is to reinforce that master teachers should invite at least one colleague or mentee to their classroom demonstration teaching. This is to satisfy the requisite of the objectives, for example, model, promote, and etc. Update number 5. The supporting MOVs for all classroom observable indicators are not numbered, but bulleted. This is to eliminate the misconception that supporting MOV has a checklist and all items have to be submitted. Again, not all, but only one from these bulleted items will be submitted as supporting MOV. Update number 6. The performance indicators for quality in classroom observable indicators now include both the COT rating or level and the range of the average transmuted ratings. This is intended to reflect the level of practice and at the same time to reinforce the process of computing for the corresponding RPMS rating for the COT ratings. The computation process is as follows. Identify the corresponding rating in the RPMS 5-point scale for each COT rating. For example, a COT rating of 6 gets an RPMS rating of 4 or very satisfactory. Get the average of the total RPMS rating. Determine the final rating for quality by referring to the ranges in the performance indicator. COT rating should not be averaged and be taken as rating for quality. But with the new electronic IPCRF that we are already using, once COT rating is encoded, it will be transmuted automatically. Update number 7. For school year 2020-2021, timeliness is rated for all the classroom observable indicators. The teacher can perform his or her classroom demonstration twice, thrice, or even 4 times in one grading period. But obviously, the timeliness will very much affected. That this could really affect the overall performance rating of the teacher. That is why it is highly recommended to do the classroom observation once every grading period or a total of 4 classroom observation equally distributed across 4 quarters to get a rating of 5 in timeliness in all classroom observable indicators. Update number 8. Objective 3, Objective 4, and Objective 7 do not need any supporting MOV. Just submit the COT rating sheet as the main MOV. No more supporting MOV needed. Update number 9. For this objective, the supporting MOVs are numbered because each submitted document corresponds to a certain rating for quality as stated in the performance indicator. For instance, performance indicator number 5 or outstanding requires the main MOV with the supporting MOV number 3. Very satisfactory requires MOV number 2. Satisfactory needs MOV number 1, while the rating of 2, which is unsatisfactory, requires only the main MOV. If no valid MOV submitted, then the teacher will only get a rating of 1 with poor as description on this particular indicator. Update number 10. For objective number 9, the main MOV is a lesson plan, which will be the basis for rating the quality. The same performance indicators and the MOV apply to both proficient and highly proficient teachers, except that highly proficient teachers need to use their lesson plan for a lock session. If the supporting MOV is already indicated in the lesson plan, teachers do not have to provide additional documents. They just have to highlight the parts that pertain to the supporting MOV used. The lesson plan used for this objective may or may not be the one used during the classroom observations. Update number 11. For objective number 10, the supporting MOVs are numbered because each submitted document corresponds to a certain rating for quality as stated in the performance indicator. Update number 12. For objective number 11, the performance indicators for proficient and highly proficient teachers are the same, but they differ in terms of demand of the MOV. For example, a proficient teacher is asked to submit a certificate of participation in training, while highly proficient teacher is asked to submit an activity proposal for a training. Update number 13. For Objective 12, the main MOV for proficient teachers is the updated IPCRF developmental plan, while the main MOV for highly proficient teachers is the synthesis of their mentees' colleagues' IPCRF developmental plans. Update number 14. For Objective number 13 or plus factor, the performance indicators for proficient and highly proficient teachers are the same, but they differ in some of the demands of the MOV. For example, a proficient teacher may submit evidence of mentoring pre-service teachers, while highly proficient teachers may submit evidence of observing classes of Teacher 1 to Teacher 3. Update number 15. Unlike previous school years, the first 7 indicators in our RPMS tools for school year 2020-2021 are all classroom observable both for proficient and highly proficient teachers. Let me emphasize this, that most concepts I discussed here in my video tutorial are based from face-to-face setup. We will wait for further comprehensive guidelines from BHROD regarding certain adjustments so that we teachers can still attain what are expected of us in each indicator in the new normal setup. And those are the updates, refinements, revisions done on the RPMS tools for school year 2020-2021. Hope you gained something useful in my video tutorial. Again, my name is Mr. Jem Rymon Chen, Master Teacher 2 of Escalante Central Elementary School, Schools Division of Escalante City. Click like and share if this video tutorial helps you. Don't forget to click subscribe below to keep updated on my future tutorial. For your suggestions, especially on the topic for my next tutorial, please leave your comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe, everyone.